I think that it can be a very valuable experience for Rooster. I think there were some heavy lessons learned by Orcs. I'm not going to make too many comparisons with them. It's more about the kind of David and Goliath rather than the state of the team, if you will, because again, that was a pug team building something from the very beginning, and that's not what this is with Rooster. But I would imagine that this might provide more value to them, regardless of what happens. Quite the contrast. Oh, cadiaN being very patient, but sjuush is here as well. See how many one taps he's got in him as he makes it a 4-on-4. ASAP be able to create some more space for the squad, but they know everybody else is on banana, and there are still some intel for Heroic as stavn is in that second mid position. Looking for more as they consider their options. One will be collected. Very proactive Heroic, some more presence shown. So this is like a plan C now for Rooster at this point. The rotation's been spotted to some degree, but a pistol, they'll abuse the numbers. All about the headshots in that pistol, really. Gabby baiting for TeSeS now, who's waiting for the perfect moment to strike, looking for that third one. TJP in the graveyard. Well, that was a nice fadeaway on ASAP. But after all of that, Rooster will actually take the pistol. That was quite a fun one for them.
Yeah, what a weird pistol round there for Rooster, having to figure things out very awkwardly in some of those possessions. After cadiaN gets down mid, they have to turn around. Then they have to catch TeSeS on the site, something they overlooked. They do just about turn it around on towards him and secure that pistol round. And I think that's important because you can already see that Heroic are basically forcing Rooster to earn respect here. They're going to play aggressive. They're going to just try and disrespect Rooster. And they're doing it again. cadiaN down mid with the flash. It's a strong start here for the CTs.
Yeah, and I think looking at the previous round as well, I'll get this bit later. Let's see if they can convert this one. Because there are 2 Galils remaining. That's a big headshot from ADK, who stays alive for now. 1v2, trying to create some space for himself. But I think his angle's been compromised already by sjuush now. Still there with the Galil, but not for long. Punctured by the Desert Eagle. Like the 2-man setups we saw on the fly from Heroic in that pistol round, I do wonder how telling they will be when the buy rounds come through. Of course, the pistol round has its differences, but I think there's a lot for Heroic to read into that situation in how they can exploit Rooster as this game goes on. Exploit Rooster.
Exploit the Rooster sometimes. Yeah, it is unfortunate that Rooster instantly get reset there. Just that aggression down mid with the flash. We know Heroic are so good at that CT aggression. So well drilled on a lot of their plays. They're going to do the same down banana against the pistols. Happy to get up close with that SMG. Not many nades for Rooster either. So getting back banana control could be awkward. Instead, they're leaning into top mid right now. I've left the bomb behind, though. Is this a boost over the smoke? chelios is seeing what he can find. There's a player close on the left, but cadiaN will stick in position. stavn taking first contact. It's going to make it really awkward now for Rooster. They've got to clear the close angle, but the flash is on point. cadiaN hungry for more. It's stavn who steals it away, and it is clinical from Heroic.
As you expect at this point, no mercy being shown, no respect being shown either. You've got to earn your respect when you come to Pro League. It's going to take more rounds to do that for Rooster. Money will be lost then. 1,600 to 2K. The normal day in the office for Heroic for the time being. Early test for Rooster then. Different on this side of the ocean. Will be a somewhat dry round. There are some grenades here for Rooster though. Again, cadiaN just saying to them, give me a reason to stop doing this. Moving through with the MP9, trying to fall back. I don't think Heroic are even concerned with the potential cost of these rounds. They just want to suffocate Rooster constantly, which is quite interesting to watch again. The sheer challenge of that is mentally stimulating. AKs and Galil will be coming out now, so let's see what Rooster have to offer in round number 5.
Yeah, I don't mind the nade stack from Rooster. I mean, you know that Heroic are getting aggressive, so why not nade stack banana? Gets them a kill on the aggressive CTs. Now, cadiaN has a pretty good spawn with that AWP. Doesn't look like he wants to peek mid, though. I think now that we're into the first gun round, maybe Heroic will be slightly more conservative. I'm sure they'll still take space. look like we might have that boost coming in for the AWP to have a peek down mid. And Heroic really happy to stick around in top mid, while Rooster slowly working Banana at the same time. And stavn moves all the way down mid, not watched for. He gets a free opener.
Situations like this, mid to late round, will be one of the big challenges for Rooster. Versus a team that will give you nothing for free and take everything at all opportunities. It's going to be very oppressive to try and figure things out. Being victimized for the time being, TJP will get one back. Still a minute on the clock here for Rooster. Patience can pay off if Heroic keep up this aggressive nature. It may slip up eventually, but for now they've still got information towards top mid. Down will be in position. As I say that, he is being smoked off. sjuush will have to deal with things off angle on short, but there's a gap for stavn, who sees the bomb as well, picks up a second, and that is going to be crushed around for Rooster. Cannot have gaps like that in your smokes for long on Inferno. Absolutely not. Not sure if it was blocked by the CT or not, but either way, that was very costly indeed.
Yeah, see how Heroic are able to exploit that. And even the early aggression was well thought through. You had the AWP looking down mid of cadiaN, boosted up. That gave stavn the confidence to take the fight. Though a couple of kills came back, that gap in the smoke really secured it. sjuush comes in to help from short. Team play on point from Heroic, as you would expect early. It's back down to pistols again for Rooster. Quite as aggressive this time from Heroic, though. Rooster a little more space to work with at the start of this round.
Warning shot from the Tech-9. One of the most terrifying loadouts in professional Counter-Strike. The Tech-9 buy. Closing the gap now are Rooster, or trying to. TeSeS is ready, and again, as a two-man setup once more, showing presence on one side. TeSeS will continue to deliver. Oh my god, he did a pirouette in the sky as he fell. Nothing doing for Rooster on this one. Opportunity to build money for Heroic. Going swimmingly for them. Oh, nettik's going to change that, though. At least we see the danger of the Tech-9. Like 12k of damage towards the end there, but the score is still 5-1 Heroic.
Still pretty good money for Heroic. Not a massive issue for them, losing those two players. We often talk about how strong the anchor players are for Heroic and how that allows them to make plays elsewhere on the map. You saw sjuush there in pit just do a good bit of damage, delay the players on short. That really helped set up TeSeS for some easy work on the bomb site there. Well played from Heroic again. More pace on Banana this time from Rooster. That molly forces cadiaN back. It's actually down to 44 health there. So not a bad start to the round here for Rooster.
Taking top mid then. No challenge yet from Heroic, but that will isolate the attack, forcing them into a channel where sjuush can punish the HE grenade as well. TeSeS is just delivering frag after frag on this A bomb site. 8 kills for him. Bomb lost for the time being. ASAP looking for lurkers, stragglers in this 1 versus 4. So Rooster going for the safety in numbers approach. Overwhelming force. One of the common approaches on the T side of Inferno, but Heroic are very ready for it. One of the people who abuse the safety in numbers the most on Inferno. And again, every opportunity will be very punishing for Rooster.
Oh no, that's such a shame. Spot just the leg. The molly might work, but sjuush comes in from the side instead. A big triple kill from sjuush. And I don't mind the idea from Rooster. I think they were aware that Heroic start 3B quite a lot. So they tried to up the pace towards A. As you pointed out, that counter utility destroyed the pace of the push. Rooster put down a smoke. They end up emerging through those smokes into that one same angle where sjuush can just spray to the body. That's what Heroic is so good at. They know when they need to use their utility if they're taking a risk elsewhere.
Yeah.
Another well-played round.
Yeah, really cool. Trying to solve the CT util creates the worst situation for themselves, and solving those issues throughout the round overall requires depth, and again, that will be one of the largest challenges here for Rooster versus the likes of Heroic. Very accomplished team. Really got to think on your toes to quite the degree to find a comeback in this first half. 2 hero AK-47 for Rooster, made one by the AWP of cadiaN.
Lost another player on the A side of the map in the meantime. stavn confident to go out into the open. AK will be transitioned. The nettik full blind, forced back. And ADK will finally find something, but that is precious little in the round there for Rooster. Couple of AKs carried on over by Heroic. And ever since that pistol round win for Rooster, it has been convincing counter-strike from Heroic.
Yeah, this feels like, in terms of how far into the map Rooster physically get in these rounds, it kind of feels like when you're having a nightmare and you're trying to run from something, and it's like you've got elastic bands around your waist and you're just going nowhere, even though you're running as fast as you can. Your progress is immensely microscopic. That's what it might feel like with Heroic as the main monster in this dream. 10 for 1 is sjuush. That single loss, just a single frag for Chelios. Maybe a change of pace then for Rooster. Again, those big bursts earlier on didn't quite work out. Chance to kill here. The Heroic will disengage. The Rooster will try and establish control towards top banana. Top mid is still a quest to be achieved. There's a minute on the clock for them to do that.
I think denying that early aggression is a really important thing for Rooster, though. They need to be able to do that if they want to be able to set up their rounds. So force them back from the apartments. Don't let Heroic make that early play. And now your preparation can maybe come into play in the late round. 45 seconds remaining. Downside is there's still some counter utility from Heroic. Using that on banana. Bit of nade damage there, and still a smoke and a molly as well. One of those smokes being over towards B. And if that's timed right and it's just been put down, Rooster are going to have to make a decision. Do they want to go through this smoke?
22 seconds remain, and it's going to be Ascend. There's one flash to go. Oh, this is going to be an absolute abattoir. Great transfer from TeSeS. Yabi supports as well. And Rooster are simply outmatched tactically in that round. 8-1 for Heroic. Again, the worst possible draw for Rooster. But there is an upside to that. Get that out of the way ASAP. One way or another. This kind of feels like when you're like playing Street Fighter or something in your local arcade and you think you're the man, you go to Japan and every button you press gets punished. And you realize what the game really is.
Yeah. Oh, you're really learning what Counter-Strike is like. TeSeS' spray transfers can be so good. We've seen that in the past. 448 damage he did in that last round.
Wow.
Okay, cadiaN. Think through the wall, I believe.
Actually, if you there are 2 common damage outputs if you headshot somebody with an AWP, and one of them is 448 damage, I'm pretty sure. Just a little nerd.
You're right, yeah.
Nerdy thing there. That's what you know when you play the game for 12,000 hours. How much overkill the AWP does. Many things changing though in CS2.
Exciting times.
The bomb blast on Inferno will be very, very interesting. I think it's going to create a lot more scope for ninja diffusers. Because you're going to really have to run if you want to hold on to your util. And with shorter rounds as well, like there's a lot to consider there.
35 seconds. Rooster preparing in the apartments, but without a flash, it's not easy to pop out the apartments here.
No, it is not. This is like a steak on a food kit table, about to get hit with a mallet. That mallet is called Heroic. There we go. It's another standard round for them. This is very comfortable for Heroic. They'll feel like if it continues in this fashion, then they'll probably feel like the real challenge begins in the second game. They're used to a very difficult standard of Counter-Strike, but again, Rooster geographically challenged. But hey, they're making progress either way, making it through these qualies now to get this experience. The rich environment, ESL Pro League, to learn lessons very quickly indeed. Now, that second kill could make all the difference here for Rooster. They've got 1:30 on the clock in a 4-on-3. Surely this is their best opportunity to convert around that we've seen so far.
stavn gets dinked, but the initiative taken works out for him. That CT AK, always so nice to have for that very reason. Normally, you're expecting to get instantly headshotted on the CT side, but economy issues for Rooster plaguing them. stavn still staying sticky on top mid on 9 health. It's finally decided it's time to play a little more conservatively. In a 3v3, the map is wide open for Rooster here, with lots of nades remaining for them. cadiaN's calling them out here. He doesn't think they've got the balls to fake this A play.
Hard reads, hard headshot though from nettik, and there's a chance for Rooster. 3-on-2 as stavn fails on the bomb site. cadiaN with 13,000 has little to lose there. Going with the 5-7 swing, and that bomb has been planted. And oh, he's found a second one as well. He's got the distance, he's got the range for the flick. cadiaN shows no mercy. Nasty work there with the 1 versus 3. So much spam with the 5-7, and he keeps that train moving. Double figures for Heroic.
I love the reaction from cadiaN on the player cam too. I feel like he was like a proud younger brother looking up to his family around him, being like, you guys see that? Yeah, a little smile creeps in. Oh, the way he goes through that smoke though. First kill, you understand, but then it looks so chaotic, and somehow he turns onto the second man, and the final player maybe could have stayed in mini-pit, but commits to the open. And that's when the AWP of cadiaN is in a great position to finish the job. Make it 10 in a row for Heroic. Brutal round loss, and cadiaN wanted more, but he's forced back early.
Uh-oh, Yabby's just creeping. Flashes here, he'll spot them fall back. Great timing, that really kills the time for Rooster. Great grenade as well. Again, I feel like their plan A, I feel like they've got to come into these rounds assuming their plan A gets thwarted, and they've got to go for that. Be ready to have that plan B and maybe C because of how proactive Heroic are. They don't like to sit back on their advantages, just going to continue with the pressure. 2-man swing from them as they go back for more aggression on Banana. And Rooster haven't been able to make too many plays yet. However, they do have some util.
Have got themselves up close there on Banana, so maybe pace of this, if they get a kill onto Yabby, got a real chance here. No one else to help Yabby on this B side of the map. He doesn't even have nades to delay them. We'll spot them early here. Yabby, see there, spotted a little gap and is able to swing onto 2 players. He does get traded. B site open right now.
25 seconds, that's an important frag for cadiaN. Bombs on the floor, needs to be collected. No util to throw at the bomb planter. But it's a 4-on-2 for Heroic. They'll be very happy. stavn's going to be the one to push through this time. The bomb's been planted. Now down to a 2-on-2 as Heroic are taking liberties with the risk-taking. ASAP with 5 HP versus 2 players. Picks up the AWP, still smokes up. Do they know where his position is? There was some sound made. Smoking him off now. That bomb will be touched by sjuush. He's not the one of the kit. It's TeSeS who needs to get onto it. ASAP does what he can, but it won't be much on this occasion. That smoke checkmating him positionally, and Heroic will move to 11.
Well played there from Heroic after losing a couple of players early on the retake. Maybe a couple of players committing slightly too soon. Final two players make sure they don't leave the round empty-handed. That was that play from Yabi early. You can just see that little gap in the sandbags allows him to be very well prepared for those players around the corner. And these two CTs commit fairly early, but TeSeS and sjuush able to clean up. ASAP just so low on health. Felt like he had to have a look at the bomb. Wanted to go for the AWP because of that low health, but the late round utility makes it impossible for him. So Heroic continue their win streak. 11 in a row now. This could be in danger. Never mind. cadiaN with a stunner.
Yeah, they've got their timings under control. Spatial awareness is peak performance for Heroic. cadiaN continues his run of terror. 13 frags for him. One behind sjuush and stavn. Have a look at that. Quiet escape. This is how it should be.
Yeah. I'm just wondering for CS2, is there stuff like that that people are going to figure out years down the line?
Oh, dude, Josiah is breaking that game in the most absurd ways. His Twitter highlights are hilarious. Things he's doing. 40 seconds for the remainder of Rooster. And it's so oppressive versus Heroic. Cleaning these angles like they're playing overpass. Against Heroic, they could really be anywhere. The Rooster will choose to conserve the remains of their utility and weaponry on this occasion. They know that there is very little chance in what remains of this round. 2 more to go. We'll see if they can get to 2 or 3. But again, I feel like this is how it should be when you're a team trying to break through the glass ceiling from a remote region and you play Heroic in the first round. This is exactly how it should go.
It's pretty much the hardest score you can get going up against Heroic in the group stage. They're not going to be a... Hey. TGP was around the corner. Oh, man. It's a headshot as well. Brutal.
That is a nah, bruv, if ever I've seen one.
Honestly. Well, I like the Rooster save the AKs, at least. I think that's something that's important for some of these teams to learn. The economy management. cadiaN gets a little too eager this round.
How about that, cadiaN?
Yeah.
Yeah, where are you now, cadiaN? Huh? A promising start for Rooster, a 5-on-4. Much in the way of smokes. 1 molly, plenty of flashes. Have a look at this response from Heroic. 4-man on road towards the A-bomb site. Not expecting a fast response from Rooster. And this is I like this from Heroic because they've got the room to make plays like this in the vacuum of this game. And maybe they'd make it anyway. And quite the catch then, isn't it? Chelos trying to take that bomb towards Banana. Rooster left somewhat static now, but there are some sound cues for ADK. He hears people falling back towards long. Doesn't mean no one's around the corner, though. ASAP heading over. Heroic now split between the bomb sites, but Rooster still don't completely know what is happening. You see sjuush is holding a grenade in his hand as TeSeS will be the bait once again. These 2-man setups from Heroic are often devastating. The timing of that smoke. Wow. sjuush delivering, repositioning TeSeS. That's a very deliberate gap, and it is a slaughter. They're getting mauled like a child that climbed into a lion enclosure at the zoo. 13-1 for Heroic.
Oh, that little smoke. Something that's so hard for Rooster to deal with as they move up through short. Really well timed from Heroic again. Just that little gap and forcing the Rooster players to go around the far side makes it so difficult for them. I was saying earlier, Rooster played at the previous season of Pro League. They actually nearly beat 0-0 Nation in the lower bracket, and then 0-0 Nation went on to qualify all the way through the lower bracket run. So I'm excited to see what Rooster can do against some of the other teams in this group. But we are seeing the test that Heroic can offer right now. Already early damage being done in this round. 17 kills at the half for sjuush, maybe even more. TeSeS gets good timing. It's still a man disadvantage here for Rooster.
Watch that one at least. Waiting to see how much damage that would do. Very difficult half of Counter-Strike for Rooster, as expected. There's a chance at a second round. A rotation for Heroic now. TeSeS and Yabi moving over from the B bomb site. Now we've seen Heroic make plays through the smoke before. Yabi will be more patient on this occasion. Got more shenanigans, though, from Heroic, creating some space for themselves to make their way into the bomb site. nettik avoiding the flashes, easily sees those. Isolating the fights. There's half the information for Yabi with the sound cue. Oh! Is he actually his knife out? Either way, nettik will trade and get that final kill. And it'll be 13-2, a second round after all. Let's see how much more there is in this game after the break.
shot. 3 kills from the captain.
We are back. Rooster have much work to do. They had a T side where they were victimized by the likes of Heroic. Again, the way it should be, the way it's supposed to be. That is the welcome to ESL Pro League that you want to see when a underdog, a heavy underdog, maybe the underdog, definitely in this group, maybe more so than Orcs because of the regions they're kind of region locked for the most part, right? Whereas at least Orcs are playing in Europe. So perhaps they are even more of an underdog. We shall see. So far, so good for Heroic. Things going as they should in that respect. 13-2. Let's see how this pistol goes. Let's not forget that Rooster just about won that pistol. One of the 2 rounds they won. Came down to the wire. For some really good, if you're joining us, Flake, some really good 2-man setups from Heroic in that pistol. Rooster just about came out on top. Now, this would be a great one to win. They've lost Chelios already. Exploded early. As Heroic remain untouched. Now, I don't know how many rounds we're going to have to watch how Rooster respond to what is offered to them by the likes of Heroic, but I have the pistol at least.
This isn't bad. Aggression down mid. I like that Rooster are willing to take this risk, especially a man down. They do have a kit for the retake, but they're likely to lose this site very quickly. TJP needs to do something, and he can't get that player in the back. Always so awkward with the USP to get those sorts of frags. And they smoked off from Banana in a 2-on-4 retake.
That's a rough one. Trying to pop cadiaN in the back of the head as well. Also very rough, very difficult. Heroic playing the angles. The cadiaN has been found. More work to be done. There's Utah, which isn't coming up for Rooster just yet. Actually, nettik went back to deploy that into injury as ADK was dropped. He'll be the last one to fall, nettik. Heroic will take that pistol. 14-2 then. The end of the line may be very near the likes of Rooster.
Feels like it at this point. They were expecting a warm hug as a welcome. It's turned into a bear hug from Heroic quite quickly. They are not having a good time here. No space to breathe for Rooster in this one. Got the pistols out. 5-7's always fun. Eagle out for Chelios as well. I love the 5-7. I'm glad it's better than the CZ. I was terrible with the CZ.
Yeah, I like the 5-7 as well. The last time they nerfed it, I was sad, but partly because I required more talent to use it now.
Sure.
I have to aim more. But it's still a great pistol. Like a polymer material. Tried one IRL, very light. The Heroic will offer something on this B bomb site, and there is fire to come as well. Rooster will respond to that, and Heroic are having a look at the site, but will they pull the trigger all the way? Slowly edging forward, easily avoiding that flash. I don't think they're too concerned if it is a stack. They will continue taking position on pool as well. They've got plenty of time. No bomb plant pressure just yet as TJP will fall on the bomb site. Chelios will be in CT spawn with that Desert Eagle. 1 versus 3. Not the 1v1 Jawley's looking for, but cannot finish off the job. Game point for Heroic.
Quick map point here for Heroic. And as we were saying earlier, Heroic's map pool's so strong that you never really have a punish pick against them. So Rooster go for a comfort ground. We're seeing just how good that map pool for Heroic is, just how deep they can go. Pretty much any map they are going to be good on, apart from their permaban of Anubis. We are seeing that here on Inferno. P9's out for Rooster. Might take some risks in this round. TJP will try and move down mid. cadiaN moves out with the AK to open up what could be the last round of this map.
Down he goes, Chelios, and 3 remain. ADK, ASAP, and nettik up against it now. Trying to push mud uphill versus Heroic. nettik will have something to say about this round, and it's their turn to play some bait setup as ASAP picks up TeSeS. Suddenly we've got a 3-on-3. It's still a hell of a struggle for Rooster with these MP9s and 5-7s. They'll lose to B-bomb sites as well. So the end may be very close indeed for Rooster.
AK recovered by ASAP, but cadiaN, well, I thought he was ready to cut off the rotate. Instead loses to that powerful MP9. Now they have a chance to try this retake, and this deep CT smoke is posing a real problem for them here. And this double stack from Heroic looks so strong.
Two-man setup so key in Counter-Strike, and it may end with a perfect one from sjuush, picking up the slack for stavn, holding position as well. Will the molly do the rest of the job? No, ASAP standing. He's still alive. Has he got time to defuse the bomb, though? Doesn't look like it. He goes straight past it, and a GG's are typed in the chat. A lightning-fast first game from Heroic.
Big win, 16-2, exactly what we were expecting from them here. And yeah, no complaints on the Heroic front. They've come in, they've delivered with a strong start early, exactly what they would have wanted to kick off their pro.